nilang paglalaruan at pipiliin ng mga maps at this point. SBK banning out the Eagle Eye 2.0. You have R7 banning out the Ankara. Port and sub base para sa ating map 1 and map 2. At ang
Compound, yeah.
ating decider is Compound.
Okay, so SBK can start GR dito sa port, and REA7 on sub base. They're gonna start sa Global Risk, so decider is gonna be Global Risk on REA7. Interesting how this is gonna start actually. Dito sa port, REA7 has a really good blacklist side pagdating sa mapa na to, and SBK kind of heavily reliant dito kay Zach na i-defend yung kanilang top A, one of the more important spots dito sa mapa natin. And yeah, I mean, it's been the combination dito ng aggression ni Linkel at ni Ishida pagdating dito sa B-side, really giving the last team na nakalaban nila dito a hard time. But we're talking about REA7 here, pare. They have some really good offenses dito sa side nila.
Yeah, definitely maganda yung kanilang na-establish in terms of the blacklist side. But again, na-point out mo nga, SBK Esports, they need to have a good defense in terms of the offense na kayang i-offer ng REA7 in this map number 1. But again, once na makuha nga ng REA7 itong map 1 na ito or yung first half, they need to bounce back on the side of SBK kasi syempre ayaw rin naman nila magpatalo or ayaw nila magbigay ng basta-basta onto the map number 1 because of the momentum base rin going into the sub-base map.
Yep, for sure. Momentum is very important though. Pagdating sa mapa, kagaya nga ng sub-base, and if meron kang onting momentum galing dito sa BL side, you start scoring some rounds, then yun nga, you can enter yung GR side with all the momentum, entirely new mindset, and an easier side to play with, no? So, yun nga, there's a lot on the line pagdating dito sa mga first halves ng mga team natin, especially para dito sa side ng SBK. If they start really good dito sa mapa natin ng port, then definitely they can get to yung certain score like 9 or 8, but yung tunay na tanong talaga para dito sa SBK is, can they really close it out, pare?
Ayun yung biggest question, definitely na kailangan rin talaga nilang alamin, and definitely sa mga supporters natin dyan in terms of the live stream, syempre show your support rin for the series number 1. We have REA7 and SBK Esports, and don't forget na rin to share the live stream and to support CFS PH Impact. At ngayon, inihintay na lang rin natin pumasok sa mismong laban in port for the map number 1. So, we could expect rin talaga on the side of REA7 kung paano nga ba makakakuha ng magandang pagpasok dito sa map 1. And SBK Esports, kailangan nila makahabol in terms of their standing na rin dito sa ating mga bracket.
Yeah, I mean, being 0-4 sa group stages is never really a good start. Especially, map score making sobrang important dito, no? Para mag-offset ng mga tiebreakers natin. You also have the round difference to account for dito sa group stage natin. But we are gonna go into the map number 1 dito ng first best of 3 of the day ng Impact. It's gonna be REA7 dito sa ating BL side, SBK dito sa GR. And the double sniper setup, we have seen it yesterday. It was very effective at first, pero SBK, can they take advantage ng ganitong setup na gumana kahapon against REA7?
For sure, makikita natin yan. But as of now, wala pang masyadong action for the side of both teams. More on, adjustment lang kung saan makakuha sila ng information. But for now, 1 minute and 45 seconds, and all of the 3 members right now ng REA7 ay nag-group up papunta dito sa may B site. At mukhang delikado rin naman dahil dalawa lang ang natitira sa kanila doon sa may B site.
Yep, AK though on B side. That I don't agree with, pare. Pero si Brian, nakuha na nga si Arsec dito, and that's already a huge pick-off para sa side ng SBK. That is one of the snipers, or one of the sniper threats that you can take out. Arsec was also really good dun sa games ng REA7 yesterday, so if they can kind of ice him dito sa game natin, that could be huge. Pero Linkel nanggagaling dito sa ilalim ng B, does get the sniper shot kay Charles. Silen getting 2, and hindi natin papag-usapan yung R7 without si Silen. And Silen, the exact same form from yesterday, pare. He can do the one-man carry job, but the rest of his team is stepping up as well. And bomba nakababa na. Z Brian nasa RS. Doesn't have much of a choice.
Wow, ibang klase yung pag-offense, and definitely na-point out mo nga yung playstyle on the side of Silent, knowing na napakaganda talaga ng impact niya onto the side of REA7. And as of now, SBK Esports, ang kailangan lang rin talaga nilang alamin is to shut down the presence of Silent. Once na ma-shutdown, andun yung advantage ngayon nila to bounce back at mas mapaganda yung depensa dito sa ating round.
So, this is what I was talking about earlier, no, Aaron. Yung top A defense ni Zach. Obviously, Zach the most consistent player dito ng SBK. So, if makauna dito yung RE7 sa LA with like a random LA pick and somehow get a headshot dito kay Zach, that can kind of frustrate him early. And if you can frustrate itong si Zach na maaga pa lang, him being one of the more key players ng SBK being offline, that could be one of the biggest mistakes that SBK has to contain dito, pare. Pero R7 already getting CA control. That means LA is gonna get a lot easier to take na meron ng nakalapit dito and the flashes are gonna come.
Napaganda tong plano with a good lineup para sa kanila. Nandun yung first shot on the side of Zach. Hindi magkoconnect at mukhang mapapaganda pa rin on the side of Charles and the rest of the squad ng R7. Dahil dalawa ngayon na mapapatumba. Make it 3, sabi nga nila. Charles lang yung magiging trade. But still, SBK wala pa rin nagiging sagot. Pero nandun pa rin yung pagkuha on the side of with that AWM. But again, napakalinis ng execution ng R7 dun.
Yep, Va picking up the sniper from the dead body dito ni Zach. And lest we not forget, si Va pumupulot rin ng sniper rifle from time to time sa mga ibang mapa natin. So he is gonna hit those shots every single time. And so far, yung meron lang kill galing sa side ng SBK is si Linkel, Ermac, and si Z Brian. Zach and si Ishida not on the board just yet. Did he change name? Imnida? Come on, man.
Imnida.
Come on, Sio.
Ayan, tahimik lang. Wala pang masyadong action. There's gonna be a good para sa side ng SBK para makapag-adjust muna or makakuha ng magandang pick-off. Pero hindi pa rin naman gaano nag-overcommit ang mga players ng R7. Ng SBK, kailangan lang nila mag-hold ng angle. Yes, andun si Linkel sa may B site and A site still an option para sa side ng R7. Pero ngayon, mukhang si Silent kumikilos na ngayon na dahan-dahan kukunin yung papuntang B site. So, eto na kaya ang pag-punish ng R7.
Yep. And this is what I was talking about, pare. Yung the AK-47 choice dito sa B site. That means you won't have the same damage sa mga wall bangs dito sa mga wooden parts ng house. And Silent making Ishida pay early. And tingnan mo naman si Silent. He is just flying on in sa baba ng B site. And Zeke nakakuha ng dalawa sa mid. Ermac in the middle of nowhere. Nakakuha pa nga siya ng dalawa. Pero 1 HP and a dream. And the dream dies quickly para dito sa SBK for a retake. And 3-0 para sa REA7 so far. And this is what I was talking about, Aaron. The BL side ng R7 dito sa port can really catch you by surprise.
Okay, nakikita ko na at napapansin ko na rin yung pattern on the side of R7 and now Zach yung kanilang tina-target. Alternate push lang A, B yung ginagawa nila all throughout this round. At ngayon, nakikita naman natin Va getting that wonderful pick-off na naman to close out this A site. Ngayon, tatlo o isa na lang ang matitira. Z Brian, ano ang gagawin mo? Napakabilis na round yon for the side of R7.
And alam nila na medyo malamig pa dito si Zach, man. So, why not? Let's attack LA every single time. If nagbi-miss yung sniper ng SBK, that's basically a free site na pwede mong takbuhan dito. And they are gonna go for another daring LA push. But, more of like magbabantay lang sila if ever may mag-overextend galing sa side ng SBK. Because it's getting a bit desperate for the side of SBK para kumuha ng points dito.
Sa totoo lang, and knowing SBK Esports, kailangan rin talaga nilang alamin yung weakness point or yung pinaka magiging plano on the side of R7 in terms of the execution ng bawat round. Kasi napapansin natin, alternate lang yung kanilang pagpasok dun sa mga site. Once they have the advantage, mas kukunin at clear out na lang nila yung mga angles. Pero SBK, in terms of retake, medyo mababa pa yung percentage nila.
Yep, but it's still a chill round. Kaantay pa rin ng outliers dito, yung R7 so far. And SBK not going too far forward. Learning yata galing sa mga prior rounds natin. Z Brian going a bit forward. Linkel, always a classic Z position. Pero Z Brian, unang mahuhulog dito sa B-site. Linkel nahulog na rin as well. So that's one less sniper para sa side ng SBK. At Silent na naman, another double kill sa B-site. This man is unstoppable so far dito sa server natin, pare.
Napakahirap to. Si Zach hindi nag-connect agad yung first hit niya doon sa AWM, but unfortunately again, on the side of SBK, parang kahit pa paano nandun na yung pattern na may advantage na sila to know where the side of R7, kung saan sila magko-commit. Pero ngayon kasi, nakikita naman natin, mag-AA naman ngayon sila after the B site dun sa round na yon. Round number 6, mukhang similar playstyle. Pero kailangan pa rin talagang gumawa ng aksyon kung ikaw ang side ng SBK Esports kasi medyo nagiging alanganin na yun as of now dahil wala pa silang naisisecure na round at this point.
And it's the struggle, man, para sa side ng SBK. It's the exact same positions na nilalaro nila from last game pero gumagana naman yun on any other team. R7 though, apparently hindi gumagana sa kanila. It's been working for them so far. Arsec with 0 kills, pero does it really matter? Silent has 11, pare.
Ibang klase rin talaga itong si Silent. Going for the initiate gunfights na nakukuha niya lagi. And on point lagi yung mga players ngayon ng R7 in terms of the kills na nakukommit nila yung mga plays na gusto nilang gawin. And now, mukhang iba na naman yung magiging plano nila. Minicro nga nila yung mga players ng SBK. Pero dalawa yung dedepensa na wala agad. Ito si Zach and etong si Ermac. And now, SBK Esports, tatlong membro nila nandun sa may gitna at papunta. Pero good popcorn kill on the side of Va. Pero Zik with a 2K, Imnita with a kill. Maganda pa rin naman yung naging sagot doon ng SBK. But unfortunately, mas importante talaga yung pag-secure ng round.
Grabe, I mean, it's just a rotation para sa side ng R7. Kung hindi si Silent, it's Va getting the kill. Kung hindi si Va, it's gonna be Zeke getting the entries. And everything is working para sa side ng R7 so far. And they're just gonna send it dito sa B-side. Z Brian, caught by surprise. Dito si Ishida sa gilid ng Godbox. Pareho na sila nasa baba ng B-side. Pero Imnida, siya yung unang mag-pick galing sa backside. Not even a flash at all. Galing sa SBK. That was just a raw peek from Ishida. And hindi na nila tinignan yung backside. A bit reckless from the side of R7. Maybe some overconfidence. Pero SBK finally with a round on the board thanks to the 4K dito ni Ishida.
Ibang klase yung ginawa on the side of Z Brian. Nandun yung first contact para sa kanya pero hindi nila napansin. Nandun sa may left corner, itong si Imnida with a good space created for their team to have this round 1 win para sa kanila. Pero syempre, R7, mukhang re-strategize ngayon sila ng kanilang pwedeng gawing play. But again, Zach, nagpapakitang gilas na mga players ng SBK. Because of that one round win na nakuha nila.
Yep, lot more confident sa kanilang kalawan, actually hitting shots this time. Arsec already down. Hasn't had a frag so far dito sa 7 rounds natin. And I think it's a fine casualty, honestly, para sa side ng R7. There's still 4 people left alive, knowing how capable itong si Va and si Zeke is despite yung less than stellar numbers dito ng R7. Pero they still have to open up yung mapa natin. And SBK fully knowing na meron na sa kanila yung numbers advantage dito. They're not really going for the push with the exception of one. Zach getting a bit frisky dito sa LA side natin. Only getting some damage kay Va pero nothing too aggressive para sa kanya dito.
Kailangan lang hindi nila dapat mag-overextend into this point kasi nakikita mo naman si Linkel. Hindi tatama yung first shot niya but unfortunately may lumilikod agad sa kanya. Pero Va with a good space na sana makukuha niya. But Zach and Ermac with a huge kill na napaka-on point at kailangan na yun
Silent
para sa kanilang team. Katulad yan, Silent creating again a huge gap between the side of SBK. Pero si Charles na lang yung natitira up against the 2 members. But unfortunately, SBK napupunta na ngayon sa kanilang momentum.
Yeah, really good adjustment, honestly. Galing sa side ng SBK, putting Linkel dito sa top A instead. And medyo naubos yata yung R7 bago sila makapasok ng A site thanks to the rotation dito ng SBK via the bridge and yung exit side. And I think we're gonna see this a lot more. Si Zach, mag-rifle muna yata siya. Linkel gonna be the main sniper for now. Pero kahit si Linkel, hindi niya mapigilan yung push ng R7 dito sa LA. But it's not even a push, it's just a check.
Check na check. Nakikita nga natin yung kailangan na gawin on the side of SBK. Pero nandun yung penetration on the side of Zik.
Damage
Pero
lang.
hindi niya makukuha yung kill. But Imnida with a good exchange dun sa naging objective ng R7 and SBK. Ito na kaya ulit yung chance nila na makuha yung round na ito. And trying to close this gap para sa kanilang team. But unfortunately, natuto na rin yung mga players ng R7. Chinek na nila lahat ng angles. Pero Ermac with the 2K, maganda pa rin to equalize the gap between these two players na natitira para sa side ng SBK.
Separated yung players dito ng SBK. And since R7 is playing both baba dito sa B site, Va is also on low HP. He needs to go for this kill kay Zach before na makapasok siya. 15 seconds na natitira though. And Arsec still killless dito sa ating 9-round first half. And makaka-defuse dito yung SBK despite being separated. Really good first pick off. Galing dito kay Zach being very patient sa curve. And R7, it's a good half para sa kanila, honestly. 6 rounds dito sa BL side. SBK could not hold on to the more advantageous side ng port. And now SBK, kailangan nila ipanalo yung game from the harder side ng mapa.
Ito na yung thrill. Ito na yung pinaka-hinihintay nila. Paano nga ba makakuha ng magandang comeback with the score na meron ang side ng R7, SBK Esports? Paano nga ba nila atakihin to? Kasi napakadaming strategy na rin ang in-implement on the side of REA7 nung first half na itong laban. But right now, SBK Esports parang medyo slow push in terms of the positioning and hindi pa ata nila alam kung saan talaga pwede mag-commit as of now.
Arsec trying to get the kill on the board. Naka-sniper na siya dito on the top A side. Pero napakaganda ng position dito ng R7 so far. May nakabantay dito si CA, Va, in the corner, making sure na hindi siya kita galing dito sa ladder angle. And Zach, is he gonna check it? And he checks a bit too wrong. Va, gonna take the kill kay Zach. So wala pang control dito sa CA ang SBK. Pero pipilitin nila yung LA anyway. Z Brian already climbing up. Pero at least napantayan na dito ng RE7 in terms of yung numbers. Yung mapa natin, Flash could come in from the LA side and the Flash does come through. Top A, meron dalawang players. Silent magagaling dito sa BR side. Onting damage lang ang makukuha niya. Z Brian with a good entry kay Va. Silent getting si Ermac, pero Z Brian so good so far pero hindi nakakasabay ang kanyang teammates. Slowly dying in the background. Zeke with 2 good kills. Pero low na dito si Silent, low na dito si Zeke. 10 kills and 13 though. Pareho sila naka-AK dito. So a one tap is very possible. A one tap is very doable. Zeke finally pushing top A. Imnida not covered in time dito ni Z Brian. Pero Z Brian just using his teammate as bait the entire time to get the favorable situation, pare. And SBK, that's a good round. That's a BL round on the board para sa kanila dito.
Napakaganda nung trade-off nila and especially the side of Z Brian. Nag-pay attention lang rin siya kung nasan yung isang member on the side of REA7 dun sa last option na yon. But unfortunately, ang ganda ng pag-A-long push on the side of R7. Isa lang yung matitrade off Zeke and Ermac with that 1-for-1 trade. Pero mas nagiging pulado rin yung mga buhay on the side of SBK.
Yep, very aggressive LA take ang nagawa dito ng R7. Iniwan nila dito si Charles sa may metal box ng LA. And this is a good position to get some information on. Rinig na rinig yung mga tumatapak dito sa SD. PR is also occupied, so it's a fine crossfire dito sa A site. Pero feeling ko SBK, you need to go somewhere else. LA is no entry.
Pero still, SBK, they have the momentum. Pwede pa rin naman nila mabaliktad to kahit low HP na itong si Zach and Linkel. Pero Arsec still, wala pa rin siya nakukuhang kill or engagement. As of now, 0 kills para sa kanya. Pero yung kanyang mga teammates, napakaganda rin talaga nung kanilang ibinibigay na suporta. Kahit dun sa pick-off, knowing na si Charles ngayon ang makakuha ng advantage with a good defense up against the side of Linkel and SBK ngayon. Mukhang may pinaplano silang pagpasok dun sa may B, pero andun si Va with a good pick-off now. Number advantage on the side of R7, pero dun sa may likod, parang may nagbabantay agad for their flank.
Nila can still serve as the entry. Arsec, low HP, pero naka-sniper siya dito, so he still has the advantage pag meron nag-peek ng corner. And this is a really good cover galing kay Arsec. Even gets si Z Brian. And it's a favorable situation para sa side ng R7. Silent having the higher HP, pero half HP na siya dito. Nade can make the difference, pero Silent, sinalon niya lang ang HE doon instead, just fully peeking with the Colt. R7 up to 7. Dito naman sa Portman, and SBK, hindi pwede yung back and forth dito sa second half, pare.
Ibang klase yun, 50-50 play on the side of R7, and knowing na muntikan pa nga makuha yung magandang pick-off na yon on the side of SBK, pero nandun pa rin talaga yung chance at yung pag-asa on the side of SBK kung paano nila makakuha ng isang magandang panalo sa bawat round na lumilipas sa kanila. Pero R7, 3 round na lang kailangan nila i-secure to get this map. Pero gumagawa na naman ng sarili niyang play. Ito yung pinakamagandang gagawin niya ata. Pero unfortunately, Z Brian, nabasa agad yung galaw niya. So good information was given on the side of SBK. Mas maganda ngayon na pwede nila ma-execute yung A.
Fa being down, big pick-off. Para sa side ng SBK, him having 12 frags this early is not a good sign para sa SBK for sure. Pero tamang testing lang ng mga sites natin so far. Meron na silang CA control, so lilipat na yung SBK dito sa A site. Arsec, so far only 1 kill. Pero naka-sniper siya dito. He has to be the main defense dito sa top A, and he has to hit these shots. Flash is gonna be incoming galing sa CA side. And I think barely nabulag dito si Arsec actually, but they're gonna throw more flashes sa loob at sa labas ng top A. Arsec nasa baba, pero he gets picked off instantly. Linkel now naka M4 this time, not on the sniper. Nade's gonna fly dito sa top A. Napakadaming low players for the side of SBK, pero wala pa rin nakaka-finish ng kahit ni isa dito. Charles with the push, Z Brian with the swing, headshot agad dito kay Charles. Zeke at Silent na lang natitira, and Silent, even he gets neutralized immediately. And Z Brian, you know, the only deaths around natin.
Uy, yun lang.
Yun na nga,
Hindi.
tinapos na.
Hindi pa agad naging ready. And again, R7, hindi rin natin to inaasahan on the side of SBK Esports. Knowing na, yes, nagkaroon nga sila ng struggle dun sa first half. Pero ngayon na nag-switch yung side, mas nakakuha ngayon sila ng upper hand in terms of the gunfight in. Parang REA7. Parang dun pa lang sa nakakuha ng round ang side ng SBK. Parang nag-shift talaga yung gunfight or yung kanika nilang mga win condition is on now para sa side ng SBK Esports now. R7, ano pa kaya yung kailangan nilang gawin? Or kailangan pa rin ba kaya nilang mag-overcommit or overextend dun sa mapa? Kasi etong si Va, kahit nakakuha siya ng mga gandang damage, kung siya pa rin ang natutuluyan, medyo nagiging disadvantage yun sa nagiging depensa ng R7.
Oh, entry coming in, Silent. Nakakuha lang ng damage dito kay Brian, pero hindi niya makuha yung finish galing dito sa Z. Magre-repeat yata si Silent dito, but now SBK fully aware na pwedeng lumabas sa Z dito si Silent at any time, at any single play. Silent nakuha pa rin si Z Brian dito, finally finishing off the low player. Charles nakuha si Ermac, and the exchanges are happening. And SBK mukhang sila pa nga yata yung masasaktan dito. Linkel half HP. Charles trying to get the kill sa baba ng CA. And nandito na kay LA push. Only a leg though para kay Arsec. So 2 low HP players, or 2 half HP players rather. And si Zach, who is on 1 at the moment. R7 has the health advantage pare, pero 1 HP na rin dito si Va. But Zeke, AK makes all the difference pare. As long as you get that 1 tap, it's fine. And this could be the beginning of the end, yung round dito ng SBK pare.
1-1, 1 position for the side of REA7. Kailangan talaga nila mag-split at bantayan yung mga entry points na pwedeng gawin on the side of SBK. Ang SBK is low on HP yung players, Zach and the side of Imnida. Mukhang i-commit nga nila yung B pero nandun si Zeke to ready to kill. And getting the 2K, napaka-interesting talaga na REA7 with this good momentum na napakita nila ng first half, nababawi ngayon nila dun sa round win na yun.
Yeah, I mean, starting so well dito sa BL side ng Port, and now all you have to do is to play the more favorable side. Arsec, what happened to Arsec? Nahulog yata siya somewhere or namultuhan. Pero Zeke, going for the frag. Double kill para kay Zeke already as they enter itong HB. Silent getting one in return, pero Linkel can turn the tides dito sa site. But just like that, in a span of 25 seconds pa rin, naubos na agad yung SBK. That is R7 on map point.
Napakadelikado to on the side of SBK. Ibang klase rin yung naging advantage sana nila in terms of the number na wala si Arsec nung first minute or first 10 seconds ng ating laban. Pero nandun pa rin talaga SBK. Ano nga ba ang gagawin nila dahil medyo naging alanganin at nagiging 50-50 yung kanilang pag-commit sa mga sites kasi medyo nagugulat din talaga sila sa mga positioning or yung mga angles na binabantayan ng mga players ng R7.
Slow but steady para sa SBK. Di mo na nagmamadali. Zach getting tagged pero Arsec will fall first para sa R7. 4 versus 5 pero tignan mo naman yung HP ng dalawang players ng SBK dito. Very easily finishable ng mga M4s and ng mga AKs. Still solid pa rin yung defense dito ng R7. They're covering every single spot that they have to cover. And yun nga, I mean, Arsec is gone pero okay pa naman to for the side of RE7 but not at the moment. Charles mahuhulog dahil dito sa M4. And a 3v5 sa start ng round para dito sa R7. Oh, pati si Silent nadamay na rin.
Napakaganda yun on the side of Z Brian pero si Va dun sa may taas. 2F ngayon ang kailangan nilang protektahan at tignan. Pero unfortunately on the side of Zeke, napakalayo niya pa to take charge dun sa mga players. Katulad ni Imnida na makukuha niya nga si Va. Pero once again, the side of SBK patunay na lumalaban pa rin for this map number 1. 9-6 score, 3 rounds para mapaabot nila into overtime.
Yep, this is not the same SBK na nakita natin noong isang araw. Linkel, not showing up as is yung mga other days natin. R7 though, round after round, SBK nakakuha sila ng mga chances. Arsec, so far, only 1 frag. His team doing a lot of the heavy lifting dito. Va on 12, Zeke on 18, Silent on 16. And ayun nga, isang magandang basa lang galing sa R7. This map could be over. And we are already seeing just a very passive defense lang from the side of R7. Naghahanap yata sila ng sure na round. No one's moving.
For me, parang ang mas magandang option dito ngayon ng SBK is to push mid. Try to have a space na ma-pick off agad itong si Charles. Then, pwede nilang likuran na itong B-side. Pero for now kasi, wala yung isang player on the side of R7.
Si Zeke pala wala.
Yes, si Zeke, wherein napakalaki talaga ng impact niya on the defense. Pero ngayon kasi may pinaplano ngayon ng SBK to push around niya dun sa may gitna. Pero pwede kaya nilang makita agad itong si Charles nagbabantay sa kanila. But Linkel, 1/4 ngayon ang mababawa sa kanyang HP. Pero wala pa rin naging action and as of now, 55 seconds pa ang natitira sa ating oras. Pero tama nga ba ang magiging desisyon ngayon ng SBK sa pag-push ngayon ng B-side?
5v4. Still, very winnable para sa SBK easily. Itong game natin para R7 says play on despite losing itong si Zeke. Pero okay na nga. B-side, R7, Arsec actually spotted sa backside and Charles nag-back off na lang dito sa baba. Ermac getting the kill kay Va. Immediately Z Brian taking over dito sa may midside. Charles and Arsec dito naman sa baba. Pero makikita ba nila si Arsec dito? Yes, they do. And SBK, 7-9, 2 points na lang. Pwede na nila i-tie up yung game natin and possibly go into another OT support.
Napakaganda to on the side of SBK. But unfortunately, 3 lang yung mga magiging members on the side of R7. Ano kaya yung magiging plano kaya nila at this point?
Yeah, it's a
Ayan.
dead round.
Kailangan
Yeah.
mag-reset.
Yung problema nga lang dito, if they run into the wrong stack, either dito sa A or sa B, and hindi nila nakuha si RSEC sa start ng round, then that could spell trouble para sa kanila dito.
And knowing yung A side, parang ayun yung nakikita ko as of now na weakness point on the side of R7. Knowing na napakaganda rin talaga nung pag-hold ng mga players on the side of SBK Esports. Knowing na etong si Va, napipick off agad nila, and RSEC hindi pa rin nakakuha ng enough space to eliminate the numbers na natitira on the side of SBK. At yung nagiging rotation ng SBK is napakatagal din to have the 3-take or makuha ng iba nilang mga members. So, I think that's a good factor on the side of SBK na kaya nilang makuha yung A side. Pero pag pumunta dun sila sa may B side, medyo 50-50 situation kasi napakaganda rin talaga ng pag-hold ng R7 sa B side.
R7 though, man. Ayun nga, they mess up twice here, and they mess up yung kanilang lead na nakuha nila ng first half. But I would expect, since 2 points pa naman yung lead dito ng R7, actually, they might go aggressive sa isang round. And LA is looking prime and ready for a push dito kasi hindi nila pinupush for the past few times. They only do it really late dito sa round natin. Pero most teams do not expect, especially sa mga tournaments natin, to have that aggressive play. I think nakita rin na lang natin yun from some of the other aggressive teams dito sa group stage natin. Kagaya ng X-Solo Q, kagaya nga ng UM2 as well, doing the exact same. So, maybe yun nga, no? Maybe an aggressive play, just throw something at itong SBK, you still have 1 round of leeway pa naman.
Tama ka dyan. And knowing, ayun yung mga isa sa mga factor na pwede nating makita. Pero syempre, if you are the side of R7, mas gugustuhin mo i-close out na agad rather dun sa paghahabulin mo pa yung kabilang team. Kasi medyo nagiging 50-50 yung situation once na pumasok tayo dun sa overtime or dun sa ating magiging extension ng mga rounds na mapapakita dun sa ating map number 1. Knowing this is gonna be the map 1, parang dun pa lang nakikita na natin na medyo nagiging close kahit pa paano na pwede ring ibigay ito dun sa second map natin, which is Subbase.
For sure, for sure. And Subbase is gonna be a bit of a spicy game, no? Fully knowing yung nangyayari sa Subbase so far dito sa tournament natin. We haven't seen too much good GR sides. Surprisingly, kahit GR-sided yung mapa natin. But yung mga BL sides na nakikita natin from the team so far sa Impactor, they have their priorities, right? Maganda yung pag-take nila ng MR, LR. Maganda yung pag-take nila ng Shotter as well to cancel out yung rotation between yung dalawang teams. So, yeah, honestly, very well played BLs lang from any other team. But if a team can successfully pull off yung isang magandang GR side dito sa sub-base man, that map could be yours for the entire tournament, pare.
And again, napakaganda nga na point out mo yun. So, ayun yung mga pwede nating i-look forward on the map number 2. Pero again, sa mga supporters dyan ng dalawang teams, this is again the map number 1. Nagkaroon lang ng relabi on to this point. Pero yung score natin is same pa rin. 7-9 leading ang side ng R7 and SBK Esports. Dalawang round pa ang kailangan nilang i-secure to force this out into an overtime. So,
breaking news, breaking information, dinihan pala ako ni Ishida. Sinabi niya, he couldn't make it today. So, Imnida is a different person.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you, Sio. Thank you for the info, man. Thank you for the info, man.
So, iba rin talaga yung factor na ayun yung naglalaro for their team. So, interesting din na makita itong same nida on their roster for today.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I mean, Ishida is a very key player, no, para sa kanyang team, provides leadership para dito sa SBK. Played really well dun sa last series despite, losing 0-2, especially dun sa port map. Ito nga, no, the prime example, I think SBK could have closed out itong port game if they had Ishida dito. But at the same time, Imnida is not playing too bad para dito sa side ng SBK. So, ayun nga, it still would be a better team if nandito nga si Ishida, but Imnida, it's not doing too bad in all honesty. I'm actually looking at kay Linkel dito sa port game natin. She was really good dun sa mga ibang port maps na nakita natin for the past few times para dito sa SBK, but it's not the same firepower na nakikita natin from the past few times.
Kumbaga, may factor din talaga at this point yung kanilang mga ginawa kanina. Pero for now, let's see. Magiging maganda nga ba to on the side of SBK side to secure this last 2 rounds para ma-force out into an overtime or R7? Tatapusin na kaya nila to get this map number 1?
And everything is reset. 7-9 SBK, 1 point para sa R7 to win this one out. SBK, 2 points to get that OT. Pero it's the same mode para sa R7. They're just playing really passively.
And knowing the side of SBK, parang mas gugustoy na lang overextend yung R7 or magkaroon ng pagkakamali in terms of their position at mas makakuha ng enough damage on the side of the defending team, which is R7. Pero SBK kasi medyo nagiging play safe sila kahit paano. At kailangan rin talaga nilang i-utilize yung mga flashes and yung mga grenades nila na pwedeng makuha nila in terms of the damage na matatanggap rin. And now, 3-2 setup para sa side ng R7. Maganda atang na-establish agad nila yung early defense dun sa may B side kasi posibleng ulitin nga yun on the side of SBK. Pero R7, sapat nga ba yung gantong adjustment na ginawa ngayon nila?
And let us see. Same mode. 50 seconds na lang natitira. And not much time para sa SBK para makapasok dito sa B, in all honesty. So, we're gonna have to wait and see what the offense is gonna look like. So, straight up barilan yung mangyayari dito sa B site. And it has to be SBK hitting the shots. R7 in better angles. Pero dahil nga 5-man rush dito, or rather 4-man rush dito sa side, may isang lalabas ng mid. This has to be the shots hit from both sides. And ayun na nga, Zeke, nakakuha na ng first frag. Va with the 2. Kaya ba nila kumuha ng 3? No, it's a 3v3. So far, dito sa retake natin. Pero maganda naman yung posisyon ng R7. Pero Ermac taking over early dito sa babaan. Nate is gonna get Ermac. Finally, Zach with the 1-for-1. Imnida na lang natitira. The 6th man. Can he do it para sa SBK? And it seems like it's not gonna happen, pare.
Ayun lang, sayang yun on the side of SBK. Maganda na sana yung execution nila knowing the side of Linkel.